Hi everybody, this is Tim on board this Max 135 and you're looking at the inside of a serial, local and possibly national, I'm not sure, race winner. She has won all the local races. She's a very well-known local boat. So this is what the inside of a race boat looks like, if you haven't seen one before. Obviously a little bit bare because we don't want weight down here, we don't want creature comforts, we want speed. So let's have a look around, shall we? So here's the steps down, very nice and solid and easy to get down, which is really crucial on a race boat. We can get from the nav upstairs, from the galley upstairs down, bring sails up and down nice and easily. And these are built around the engine moulding. There's a Yanmar sitting under there, so nice, easy access for the engine. Although if you're working on the engine, this companionway will be right out of action. But when you do get to the engine, really brilliant access. On the starboard side, as you come down, you can see that we've got the nav area, really well positioned to talk to the crew and the helm outside. Sideways facing, decent size as well, and storage inside. A couple of nav instruments, and we've got the fuel gauge and the VHF there as well as the electrical panel. A bit of a storage cubby hole on the starboard side and a stereo as well if you fancy a bit of music while you're racing. And of course down here as we go aft, there's hardly anything here because it's light, isn't it? But we do have I think we have two sets of cushions for this boat, and of course you can bring those down if you want to. But there's your your starboard berth with storage underneath as well. Big area in midships there too. We've got the fuel tank under here, I believe, and of course we've got a couple of opening windows, one here and one on the port side. But yeah, decent sized berth for one, if you want to spend your night on board. Great access to the steering bits and pieces up there too. So let's reverse out of there and turn forwards and look along the boat. And as you can see, we have got a lot of gear down here. We've got a dehumidifier, we've got toolboxes, all sorts of bits and pieces, and of course hundreds of sails everywhere. But hopefully you'll get the idea. So we've got spinnakers all over the place, foresails all over the place. Headroom down here is probably about 5'8", I would imagine, but plenty of room to run around. You can see where I really like the fact you can see the build of the boat. You can see the strengthening. You can see here where the keel bots have had this plate put on to prevent the keel bots from loosening, which is brilliant. We've got wooden floor. Obviously it's a bit worn because it'll have been run around on for years on end with all the sail changes and the crew, etc. But you could attend to that if you want to. But really great to see this stuff exposed so that if there's any issues, you can identify them and sort them out quickly. Moving forwards, we have got a deck stepped mast. So we've got the compression post, a lovely big strong one coming all the way through down to the bilge there. And carrying on forwards, we have an open door here, no door on there at all. We've got a hatch above for light and ventilation, and we have a berth. I guess you could fit two on there, but more likely one if you really wanted to spend a night on board. To starboard, we've got a bit of stowage there, and to port, we've got the loo, which is a manual one facing to starboard. Obviously, not a great deal of privacy there, but who needs that when you're sailing at a race? Over on the port side, pretty much the same as starboard. We have got cushions for these areas too, but they're away from the boat just to save weight. But I think we have two sets as well, which is brilliant. But you can almost see the frame under there, underneath all these sails, spinnakers, foresails, etc. And then finally coming back towards the port aft corner, we've got the galley unit under there. The rings do need changing on there. We need to check it out for safety. It is disconnected at the moment, but there is a sink there, and of course this all gimbals too. And then just finishing off this tour around the back end, port aft quarter, very similar to starboard aft. We have a berth there with storage underneath, and of course lots of access and actually quite a lot of room under there for all the crew's bags, etc. And I'm guessing with the right bags, etc., you could probably sleep one or two extra crew down there if you fancied it. But that might be up to you. So this has been Tim on board this Max 135 for a quick look around the interior of this purebred racer. Thanks for watching. Lots more pictures and videos at boatshedbrighton.com. Have a great day.